Man, I got to talk to you about my favorite song, and I know you've probably talked about this song till you're blue in the face as well. But my favorite Mark Irwin song is "Highway Don't Care." It's just such a cool message. I know, like it's a lot bigger now because of Taylor Swift and her being on the song and all of that. But Tim McGraw, Keith Urban are both part of that song as well. What a trifecta to be on any cut, right? Holy crap!
Yeah, it was surreal to, I mean, I'm trying to remember because that album, Two Lanes of Freedom, was the first Tim McGraw cut I got. I was lucky enough to end up with two on the album and then a third one when they did the expanded version. But the first song that he cut was the one that didn't make the original album. It was a song called Tinted Windows.
Okay,
And when he cut it, they loved it. This is the flagship song for the album. The whole album's going to revolve around. And then the album comes out, the song's not even on there. And then he cut Friend of a Friend. And then I wrote with the Warren brothers, who had a relationship with Tim, and I think
yeah.
they kind of had a beat on him. So the Warren brothers and Josh and me, we got together, and I hope I'm not wrong. I think it was a title of Josh's, and he usually sat at the piano, but Brad um, Warren sat down and just started. He started jamming, and the first verse kind of spilled out, and then like Josh, I remember so clearly. Josh jumped in, and it seemed like it was otherworldly. The song, the structure of the song got written pretty fast, and then we started thinking, hey, what if we do this, to make it like the actual song he's hearing on the radio, and that's how we started talking. Originally, the song didn't have that pre-chorus that
Mhm.
Taylor sings. Then when we added that, we kind of started thinking about it in more cerebral terms like that, as opposed to just sitting there writing a song. But by the time the demo was done, like we thought, wow, this is really special. And Tim loved it the first time he heard it.
That was kind of a crossover hit too, wasn't it?
It wasn't a big pop. I mean, it might have been. I don't think it went too high on pop charts, but I know it got played a lot.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of people back then were maybe not a lot of people, but I remember hearing um, like little snippets from people saying the song wasn't country enough, and I'm just like, are you not listening to it? Like, what do you mean?
I'll tell you what, though, I do remember. I think it was a night or two before the song was like officially coming out and going to radio, being released. Taylor tweeted about it, and I remember my publisher saying that tweet alone is worth more than all the advertising the record company could have paid for.
Yeah, and it's always going to be a part of her cosmos as well because like Tim McGraw was such a huge
Yeah, yeah.
mentor and hero. Well, not mentor, but hero for her at the time. She even wrote a song called Tim McGraw, and
So
that
that's how she got started.
yeah, and
Yeah,
to my knowledge, that's the only cut she has with Tim McGraw.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, but yeah,
It
it's
might
just
be the only. It might be the only thing she ever sang that she didn't write.
maybe. Yeah, you might be
I could be
right.
wrong. Yeah. Either
Yeah,
way, it was a real. It was.
if
I mean,
not the
trust me.
only, it would be one of the few for sure. I agree with you, and that's a huge compliment in itself. I
Yeah.
mean, when a great writer like that, chooses to be on a cut like that, like that's a huge, my opinion, that's a huge compliment.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Because originally we thought maybe he'd get Faith Hill to want to sing it. That's what we were thinking when we wrote it.
Right, right.
And when we and it's funny too because on the demo on that part, because it's supposedly coming through the radio, we kind of did it like a little bit staticky, like a little low tech.
Hmm.
And but once Taylor was on it, they said no, they're not gonna low tech her voice. They're
Hmm.
gonna do it full blast.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't remember what the story was of why Faith didn't want to be a part of it. But it was Tim's idea to ask Taylor.
Wow. That,
100%.
good stuff, man. Yeah, that's always been my jam, man. I've been listening to that song for
And
so
they
long.
did an amazing.
Yeah,
The demo was really good, but they cut an amazing cut.
it's just a great
I
lyrical song, man.
thanks, man.
It's
But I
got a
tip my hat to them, to Byron and Tim. They did a great job.
yeah, it's a great song, man. Kudos on it.